Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of the Kiwi Ears Airoso. You can see it's 4 balanced armatures and 1 dynamic per side. Looks pretty cool, pretty good look, kind of like design on the artbox instead of kind of bland. But anyway, full disclaimers, I'd like to thank Linsell for sending this out to me to try. So thank you very much. I was not paid to this video and all thoughts opinions are my own, and yeah, I have not got the foggiest what these are like. And yeah, let's just let's get into it. So let's have a closer look. So yeah, good kind of design. Well, box working alright. So import info there, nothing on the side. Specs, so look what we got. So using LCP and PU, kind of diaphragm for the DD, it should be fine. 105 decibels sensitivity, 15 ohm pins, so it's a little bit different. Should be a little bit harder to push, which is, we'll find out what that's like. 1.25 meters cable, which is good. I guess the cable I might have seen before, they've used it a few times. But we'll see. Let me actually get it. 3.5 cable, 20 years, 20 kilohertz. So Kiwi is typically to use, I think, same thing in a few items, just like Z-Guard do. So kind of normal kind of box. Pop those in. Pull that out. Get it down a bit. So they're quite nice, quite deep. So 2-pin, no weird kind of fin or anything like that. So quite curious to see what these are. Slightly thick boys, but the nozzle length, oops, it focuses, looks fine. I have to see what that's like in reality. This obviously should just be the rest. Safety guidelines, again, which is typically common sense. And how to fit them, the usual, but obviously you can look through. Case, relatively standard. Obviously it's got the branding on there. Good size, makes it, because you can have a case that's too big and you can't really fit it in your pocket. So you can see the colours on there. Blue and red, straight 3.5. Looks okay. I think I've seen that before. Yeah, 3 lots of tips. Look relatively normal. Yeah, I think I've seen these kind of before, and that's it. So anyway, so I've no idea what these are tuned. I'm quite curious of that comfort. Anyway, so yeah, I spent some time with it as per usual. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next clip. They're quite light, so yeah, see you in the future. Yeah, so welcome to my review section of the Kiwi Ears Airoso, if that's a correct pronunciation. So obviously you saw the accessories. I'd say the included accessories good enough. Like for this cable, it's good enough. As you can see, I'll go over it quickly. It's a straight 3.5. Obviously no mic connection. It's quite flexible. It's a bit on the thin side, but if that actually makes any difference. So voice split, chin slider, which is fairly loose if that matters. Obviously this is what it looks like connected. So obviously red on the connector for right. Oops, that's the shell. No mows there, and obviously that's how it fits. The clay one is the left. There's the branding. And that's it. So obviously you saw it came with 3 different kind of tips, which is fine. They're all similar bore size, so I didn't really find that much difference between them. So price of these, in case I forgot to mention it, these are $130, which is I think £103, £104 kind of converted. Yeah, anyway, so price, I think it's okay for what these are, but obviously we'll get to the sound in a bit. So build, fit, finish, I found the comfort quite good. They are quite large, but there's no fin or anything like that, so no issues with that. And they're quite light, I'd say, for the size, so I had no issues with that. So that includes the comfort as well. So pound sensitivity, no issues really, just a little bit harder to power than I'd say normal, which helps. So if IEMs need more volume, it helps resist against like hiss and stuff like that. So I don't mind when IEMs are slightly harder to push, as in you need a little bit more volume, which, but yeah, kind of more sensitive. It can be a bad thing, but for these it's absolutely fine really. So technical performance, technical details, pretty good. Not the best I've heard, but Technicalities is good. Imaging on this set was also good. Stage, I thought was actually really quite good on this set. They do sound bigger, so it might be good for some gaming. Well, at least casual gaming. I don't really play competitively. Yeah, so far, so good. So graph. Because the thing is with oops, you can see it spins. Thing is with hybrids like these, they can be tuned wildly different. So like the Z-Gart, I think the C-Nos was it? They're very different to this. So I had no idea what these are like. Anyway, we'll happily put the graph on these so you can have a look. Now as you can see, pretty good channel matching to be honest. Again, better than I expected. So bass, pretty good mid bass. Only negative is some people might moan, oops, that these may be a little touch muddy, but I prefer that than to sounding something too clean where there's basically no mid bass punch at all, and these have got pretty good mid bass and sub bass. But yet the DD that they've used actually seems pretty good, and for me typically mainly electronic music where bass obviously is a good thing, the DD that I've used is actually pretty good. And yeah, so mid-range, again, I think quite a good set. Female vocals are good. Male vocals can sound a bit thick, as you can probably imagine from the bleed from the bass. But I like this set. It doesn't really sound shouty, or I like they didn't really make it super V-shaped. The gains later on, but obviously we'll get to that in a sec. But yeah, mid-range good. Really happy with that. I like what they've done, especially with 5 drivers beside it, because it can sometimes be the Wild West with Chinese tuning, but so far so good. So treble. Now, if you're treble sensitive, these may not be one for you. You can also obviously EQ that down a bit. But treble on this set is forward, as you can probably imagine. Now there's a peak towards 15k, which looks a bit dangerous. But to be honest, I had no problem with it, and I can hear past 15k. So just bear that in mind. But obviously all that helps with soundstage. Obviously the benefit with BAs is they can give better extension than dynamic drivers, and in this case they do. So a benefit for the treble, the pinner gain being pushed further up, it didn't sound as shouty, but it's still boosted in the presence region. So I found this set quite detailed. No sibilance either, because normally where that is, it's where there's a dip. But yeah, pretty good tuning overall, pretty good channel matching. Quite a bright, they can be a bright-ish set depending on listening volume. But to be honest, I was absolutely fine with this set, which is obviously because I listened to them first and I graphed them after, and I thought, oh, these sound kind of bright. Well, they graphed quite bright, but they didn't sound as boosted as they look. But there's still something there, I think, which is that presence region. But anyway, good overall set for hybrid. Again, a little bit more compared to that Z-Gart model, the hybrid. It is a little bit more expensive, but the Z-Gart hybrid, was it the C-No? Or something like that. These are tuned a little bit better. They were quite safe in the treble. And the upper mids, this gives a bit more going on. For movies and stuff like that, I found this set pretty good as well. Everything's got good impact, details, and all that jazz basically. I tried this with a little bit of gaming. Unfortunately, a demo called Post Trauma, because the game's not out yet till the end of March. But I will keep an eye out on that game, but that's obviously a completely separate topic. And I did try this with a game called The Mute House, which is a game made by a one man. It's kind of a Resident Evil style game, and this sounds great with this set. But that kind of extension and more of a boost in the treble, and obviously with a bit of bass, makes gaming a bit more fun if you don't like wearing headphones. And anyway, I digress, but these I found, yeah, pretty good set. Better than I was expecting. Sometimes Kiwi Ears, again, the tuning they do can vary wildly. Some of their hybrids I haven't been too impressed with really, but these sound pretty good really. So conclusion, the Kiwi Ears Airoso, kind of pleasant surprise. Not what I was expecting. Really good channel matching, helps. The accessories that they come with are good enough, especially comes with 3 sets of tips, but the bore sizes are pretty much the same. The cable it comes with is good enough as well. Treble, if you're a little bit sensitive to treble, a little bit of EQ might solve it for you, but I was fine with what they come with really. Same with the low end, mid-range is good as well. But yeah, good set. Obviously the case, I said as well, is big enough as well. I think that's it. Here's the case. So yeah, nothing special, but it's a good size really to carry your stuff. And I think I'll end it there. If you think I missed anything, please do let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you in the next video.